Hello, Adonim Shel HaMishnah, masters of Mishnah. I would like to sing and explain Masechet Bava Metzia, Perek Bet, Mishnah Vav. In this Mishnah, we learn about the mitzvah of Hashavat Aveda, returning a lost object, and how much effort and for how long a person has to announce it when they found a lost object. Now, as we learned earlier, the mitzvah of Hashavat Aveda isn't optional, meaning if you see something which appears lost, a person has to pick it up, put it in a safe place so it is not damaged or so no one else steals it, and also a person is chayav lehachriz, a person has to announce it. So next I would like to sing the Mishnah. Wait a minute, Noah, leave Mr. Eisenberg's stuff alone. And Ben, I see what you are doing under that desk. The stuff on that shelf is not Hefker. And Sarah, please stop talking to Ariana. And Mr. Nurko and Aaron, thanks for being such good boys. Alright, so now I will sing it. Ve'ad matai chayav lehafkriz Ad kidei she'eruvo shechenav Divrei Ribi Meir Ribi Yehud Omer Shalosh regalim V'achar haregel acharon Shiva yamim Kidei she'elech leveto Shlosha V'yachzor Shlosha V'yafriz Yom Echad. So now our Mishnah asks, Ve'ad matai chayav lehachriz. Until when does he have to announce it? Meaning, how much effort does a person have to put into announcing that they have found a lost object? And the Mishnah answers, Ad kidei she'eruvo shechenav. So until his neighbors will all be aware of it. These are the words of Ribi Meir. Ribi Yehud Omer. Ribi Yehuda says, Shalosh regalim, 3 high holidays, meaning these are the high holidays where a person has to go to the Beit HaMikdash to offer korbanot, sacrifices, ve'achar haregel ha'acharon, and after the last of these high holidays, shiv'a yamim, a week. Now the question is why? And the Mishnah explains, kedei sheyelech leveto shlosha, meaning so that he has 3 days to return home. Then after he returns home, he may realize that he left something in Yerushalayim or at the Beit HaMikdash. Ve'yachazor shlosha, and then he has 3 days to go back and see whether he lost whatever he had lost at the Beit HaMikdash. Ve'yafriz yom echad. Now also he gets a day to hear the announcement once he returns to the Beit HaMikdash. Now again, the idea is that a person may have chosen to stay in Yerushalayim for all of the high holidays, and he may not realize that he lost something until he returns home. And then we also want to give a person adequate time to both return home and to go back to the Beit HaMikdash, and then also a day to find whatever he has lost. Next, I would like to talk about what is the halakha, because we saw several opinions mentioned in the Mishnah. Initially, the halakha followed Ribi Yehuda, meaning that a person had to announce it for the period of time which passes in between the 3 high holidays and also a week. And this would allow a person who decided to be out of town for all the high holidays to find out after he returned home that he was missing something, and also give them enough time to return to the Beit HaMikdash and find whatever they had lost. Now, the halakha changes because the Beit HaMikdash eventually no longer existed. And the rabbis made a new law saying that a person should announce an aveda, a lost object, either in shoals or also in schools. And this would make it well known, and so anyone who was missing something would hear about it either in shul or in the local schools. Now, the issue with this was that eventually Israel was under foreign rule, and thus when people would hear that there was a lost object, often soldiers would come into the shul or the school and say, everything which is lost is the property of the emperor or the king. So the rabbis saw that this was obviously a problem, and thus they said, now we should follow the opinion of Rabbi Meir, and this is now the halakha, that when something is lost, a person doesn't have to announce it in shoals or in schools. A person has to just do it enough that their neighbors are aware of it. But also, as we had spoken about earlier, when you say that you found something which is lost, you talk a little bit about the simanim, the identifying marks, but you don't say everything about it, because we want to root out those people who may be lying. And thus, when someone says, this aveda is mine, he has to be able to identify exactly how the aveda looked. Okay? Go Adonim Shel HaMishnah.